It's back to Herta Space Station for us. Yeah, they did a whole anime overhaul of Scam Citizen. They realized that they were not attracting enough people. Watch the program. I was gonna open Firefox. Just going to tank everything because Firefox is too demanding. I'm just gonna click on it. So there. Thank you. Did I get? Did I get anything from for that? Okay. Limited time redemption codes will be dropped in the program. Oh, okay. They didn't get anything for that then. Oh, we can claim this. Yeah, they realized that they weren't selling enough ships without anime characters. So now you can be an anime character, Kate. Now you can use your facial recognition camera thingy, and you can look like an anime girl. Hasn't that always been your dream? We're gonna have a thorough look around. So this is a spice anchor, yes. So whatever was here, we have picked up. Mare? You get a refund? What? No. If this is true, the Lord must have seen. No, must be watching. Gosh, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh. Are you alright? Okay. I am good. I mean, I am great. Good is an understatement for what I'm feeling right now. How would you feel if you get to see the sun whilst basking in its warmth? That's exactly how I feel right now. I have a few questions for you. In what field of study? I am not a general scholar. If I can't answer your questions, please ask the other researchers. Who is the Lord you were talking about? Oh, are you also interested in the invasion? That was a huge event. The enemies in the Legion are cosmic weapons made of antimatter. Do you know what that means? It echoes the infatuation and disaster in the mystic scroll of eons. As a result, I've come to this conclusion. These invaders are followers of Nanook the Destruction. This can't be wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. What is the mystic scroll of eons? It's a long story. You can say it's a record of cultures related to eons. It is written in a very obscure fashion. Even though I've spent countless days and nights studying it, I can only understand a fraction of its philosophy. But one very important thing is that the content of the Mystic Scroll of Eons is based on facts, not groundless fabrications. This Legion is the best way to prove this. Huh. Have you seen that, Lord? Have I seen that, Lord? What are you talking about? In ancient times, people were not aware of the exact nature of the sun, but they still worshipped the sun god. For them, the idea of approaching the scorching sun is too much for them to handle. I am already happy that I managed to find clues about the existence of eons. If I'm really being watched by the great eons. Please contact me if you have any other clues about the eons. Preferably right away, and only me. I don't like that word. Because it's one of the... For some reason, my brain just cannot say that word. Preferably. I find it very difficult for some reason. The Orthodox Capo-Kali is Kali Capo. Yeah, we've had a run-in with that before. Alright. Hi, Peppy! Woof woof. Woof woof. This is Asta's pet dog. It's often set to auto-walk mode, which no longer freaks the researchers out. Woof woof woof. A cute and lively puppy. You can tell by its wagging tail that it likes you. Well, it's not wagging. The puppy looks up at you with a certain anticipation in its eyes. Let me tease you. Peppy looks in good spirits. This is a good opportunity to build a closer relationship with it. Oh, pat its head. Rubbing its fluffy pate with your palms, you can feel the sensation of its tail wagging quickly now. Peppy looks in good spirits. Touch its paws. Does it like that? You place its soft little paws in the palms of your hands. Its warm paw pads are really squishy. It seems like it doesn't want to expose its belly in public. Never thought I'd find a dog that puts up a facade. Alright, Arlen. You had a mission for me. Arlen, head of security, reporting to... Oh, it's you, Sarah. Sorry, I didn't recognize you at first. Okay, for an anime girl, I may look a little bit bland, but that's kind of rude. Preferable. Yes, something like that. Just don't use adverbs in your writing, okay? I was just thinking about ways to improve the security department's emergency response training. After all, this is also an important part of Project Revival. If the Legion dares to attack us again, I don't want to make things easier for them. Project Revival? Well, Project Revival is a set of post-disaster operational protocols that Lady Asta and the heads of the 5 departments collaboratively developed, using data gathered about the damage sustained by the space station. Be quiet, Peppy. It also involves many other confidential initiatives, such as the Curio Collection Squad, security zoning, and the Interastral Peace Corporation's damage assessment. Curio Collection what? Curio Collection Squad, security zoning, and the damage assessment of Interastral Peace Corporation are all part of Project Revival. But the implementation of Project Revival is not easy, and Lady Asta believes that the number of personnel needed exceeds our previous estimates. Sorry if it seems to come out of nowhere, but Sarah, would you like to help? You protected me in the past when we battled those... Peppy, go sleep somewhere. You're clearly very tired. You protected me in the past when we battled those Legion monsters, Sarah. You are truly a trustworthy comrade. That's why I immediately thought of seeking your help. How come you never have anything good for me? Please just order me around as you please. This is not an order at all. If you're willing to help, we'd really appreciate it. If it's nothing too difficult, really. The department staff are busy with Project Revival. Can you please go to every zone in the space station to see if they need assistance? By the way, here is your commission fee, a total of 648. I'm not sure how much I should offer you. Since my living expenses are all already covered by the space station, I have no idea how much money is worth. We can't put a price on our friendship. Friendship in anime. Only Crunchyroll can put a price on anime. Hopefully, with your help in Project Revival, Lady Asta will finally get a good night's sleep. 648 credits. Not gonna lie, that's not too much. Abraham, wow, can someone please help me? It's urgent. I need a reply ASAP. Arlen, what happened? The security department is about to be in position. Asta. Darn, did you hit the send all button? Abraham, he's terrified by every little thing out there. The squad has helped him so many times before, he's probably making a big deal out of nothing again. Alas, everyone, just ignore him. Abraham, in the reception hall, where I was working on Project Revival, I ran across this insurmountable obstacle. I'm sure Alfred would have come to my rescue if he was still around. When did I get so many friends? Haha, a technical issue such as your friend list is no problem for my researchers. So sorry if my researchers inconvenienced you in any way. I've already taken it on myself to block the rest of your admirers who are still queuing to add you to their friend list. As for all those requests already received, it's up to you to decide what to do with them. Alright. Well, we're getting away from Peppy. Since they're so slippy. Okay, first, we're just gonna have a look around. Why is this so expensive? I've thrown all my funding at it. And they're always spamming you online to buy new, not secondhand. I wish I were rich. I'd buy loads of superconductors and just throw them away once I'm done with them. Well, that's not very sustainable, I'd say. Making sure we find every note and cranny. I think we found everything here. Basic treasure. People come and go in the space station, but the researchers are oblivious to the presence of the chest. Could it be that no one else can see it? You can't help but ponder, and a primal impulse begins to course throughout you. You are about to open the chest when suddenly a reprimand rings in your ears. Why are you rummaging through other people's things? You resentfully withdraw your hand and watch the researcher pick up the treasure chest and leave. Ah, you bloody. Alright, no chest for us. Looked at these already. And I think there was a note there, but we got that. Every world contains a world shop. You can explore a world to obtain its unique currency and use this currency in the corresponding world shop to purchase recipes, relics, and materials. Once you've spent enough of the unique currency, you will also receive corresponding bonus rewards. Scanning user identification information. Please do not move your name, card, or face. Don't move your face. Scan successful. The meal package available for pickup is Space Station Business Meal. Current number in line 0. The meal is being dispatched for you. Please wait patiently. Delivery in progress. Delivery in progress. Delivery successful. Space Station Business Meal has been delivered. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. No. That's all he had. One meal. But you may have more. Let me double check everything. Research topic, no progress. Research progress report meeting cancelled last minute. Performance review criteria under evaluation. Good, everything's in place. Now this is the best time for scientific research. I don't think I've seen you before. Nevertheless, it seems to be our fate to meet each other like this, especially during the leisure time away from work. You don't look very busy. That's not true. How busy I am should not be judged by any existing projects, but whether any brainstorming is happening in my head. This is my work philosophy. Although I may seem pretty leisurely, deep down I do care a lot about the space station's restoration after the Legion invasion. Have you noticed how intertwined my eyebrows are right now? That's how much I care about the space station. Oh. You look like someone from the IPC. IPC? Let me remind you, I'm a level 2 researcher at the Department of Implement Arts, okay? Level 2. Can you even comprehend how much a level 2 researcher is worth? I'm just handling the internal purchase system for space station staff. Can't help it. No rest for the capable. I'm notoriously popular around the Department of Implement Arts, so everyone leaves the important job of liaising with the IPC over to me. Internal purchase system? What's that? You've come to the right place. That's my line of work. Just as the name suggests, it's a purchase system subcontracted to the IPC that's only available for space station staff. There's some pretty cool and useful stuff in there, especially if you're doing research. It's just the only currency it accepts at the moment is Herta. It's an exclusive supply, if you get my drift. The whole thing is designed to recycle Herta. You can't actually say that to anyone, though. What kind of research do you usually do? Oh, come on. Can you please not talk about work while I'm taking a break? What? Are you saying this is working hours too? You are surprisingly stubborn. Do you think working hours and non-working hours are specified by timetable? At this rate, your hairline will recede before you turn 30. If all you want is to talk about research, just grab any researcher. Don't ruin my joy of slacking off.
Only Hertarium are accepted for payments. No other currencies.
What do you have then? Some goodies. Any purchases are counted in the cumulative spending. The cumulative spending goals and rewards can be viewed here. What's the highest? 1490. Oh. I have 190. So we only need 1300 more. Trailblaze level 20? And that's just locked. How rude. Shadow of Destruction. Material for raising Trailblazer's Destruction's Eidolon level. Well, maybe we should save for that one then. Only need 500. That's not too bad. Man with luscious hair. Everyone is wearing the same clothes. This is an obliteration of the staff's individuality. This hairstyle is so cool. Not bad. You've got nice taste. The space station has a strict dress code for all researchers. I have to express myself with the smaller details. Highlights, too obscure. Bob cut, too unsightly. Bald, too hard to pull off. Now this hairstyle is just right. It's big, curly, and puffy. It feels so good when I swing my head. Okay. Normally I'm not supposed to talk to people outside of the Invincible Space Warhead Association. But after all, this is our first conversation. In the future, if we can't get what the other is talking about, then let's not waste each other's time. Okay. When Schilling, implement researcher, level 2. Hello. You look like you're 8. How are you level 2 already? What a headache. Which one should I give to Master Capote? Why don't I give both curious to him? That way I don't have to worry that he might not like it. But if he dislikes both of them, wouldn't it be twice as bad? Master Capote is going to hate me. What should I do? Do you have the right to give Curios as a gift? Who are you? How did you suddenly show up behind me? Were you eavesdropping on me? You don't look like you belong to any department. Phew, I'm relieved. I'm Wen Schilling, a researcher from the Department of Implement Arts. According to the regulations, I'm supposed to give these curios to Master Capote. What kind of curio does Master Capote usually prefer? You're asking the right person. I've got to be the only person in the space station who can answer this question. I know Master Capote's hobbies like the back of my hand. I even remember he adds 3.5 cubes of sugar to his coffee. That's a lot of sugar in a cup of coffee. As for the curios, you think you can fool me into answering this? As I said, the curios are distributed according to regulations instead of the researcher's preferences. What is the Department of Implement Arts' regulations in terms of distributing curios? It's none of your business. The space station has its own rules and regulations, so does our department. The curios I distribute to Master Capote are through the normal procedure. Don't think too much about it. Anyway, the Department of Implement Arts is very busy. Don't ask around, even if you don't believe me. Save us some trouble. Jeez, I hate newbies like you who always try to get to the bottom of everything. Give me a curio too. Huh? Do you even know what you're talking about? I can't just give a curio to a random person. Maybe curios are actually oops from Control. Object of power. Except for Master Capote, no one gets curious without going through the normal process. No one gets to choose curious. You think a newbie like you can match Master Capote's knowledge and standard? I mean, your researcher level is too low. You can't apply for a curio for your research at the moment. Anything else is none of your business. Finally, I spent so much effort in introducing the basics of the space station to you, but you're interested in things you shouldn't know. Space plant. This plant doesn't smell very nice. It may not be an oxygen producer. Bro, come on, help me out here. Just loan it to me once and I'll just check it against the paper and give it straight back to you. No way. Absolutely not. If you want to borrow something, wait in line like everyone else. I'm in a hurry here. Aren't we supposed to be friends? Have you forgotten that? At our Department of Implement Arts alone, there's loads of people waiting in line. How could I let you cut in when so many people are watching? Okay, then I'll just have to think of another way. How dare you cut in line, Mr. Sir, Mister. Speaking of this thing, is it really as miraculous as they say in the ad? Forget about it. Looks like it's just gonna fool the foolish. But I know this brand, they started out in medicine before making it big. Who cares what brand it is? The bigger brands are the ones more likely to engage in this stupid hipster stuff. There's a small announcement attached to the screen. If you are experiencing anxiety, lack of motivation, or skin roughness, please contact the medical cabin's mental health department as soon as possible. Sounds like my kind of department. Okay, so we picked up these things, everything here. Making sure we pick up everything, you know. Yep, and go there, and then I'm really starving here. Is this the true burden of mental exhaustion? But you were just hollering yesterday about wanting to lose weight. What does my wanting to lose weight yesterday have to do with what I feel today? So, do you want garlic salt or salt and pepper? I'll call the robot waiter over. Good luck on your diet, although a diet can't replace healthy diet and exercise, you know. Hello, Lucas. Some people like a little coffee with their sugar. Do they now? Raise your proud heads. Don't try to deceive yourself by ignoring the tragedies right in front of your eyes. Have you ever thought about the feeling of the robot arm when you order a cup of latte that requires 1,000 whisks? Did it ever occur to you that the non-human curious can also feel pain when you cause excessive external stimulation to it just to see its unique response? Emotion is not exclusive to humans. Facing the tragedy of non-human creatures around you is the first step to truly understand love. How can we alleviate the enslavement of robots? You hit the nail on the head, my friend. I can see you have sharp eyes and you are good at spotting the most essential pain point of the issue. I'm sure everyone can see the level of science and technology in the space station. However, people show no respect for machines. People get rid of them when broken and replace them when they start to slow down. It's a very dangerous mindset. This is the current situation. It is very bad. Well, any questions you have, my friend, I will tell you everything I know to solve all the questions in your heart. Why do you want to protect the rights and interests of non-human creatures? Good question. Only by understanding the motives behind the actions can mutual understanding be truly achieved. Among the countless curio collections of the space station, life does not only exist in the human receptacle. They often inhabit places that humans can't imagine, such as a table or a cup. However, just because their appearances are not understood by humans, their lives are not valued. How ridiculous. How can anyone segregate life into different levels just because of their external forms? For this very reason, I decided to establish the Mimicry Protection Association to protect the rights and interests of non-human creatures. What have you done as the president of the Mimicry Protection Association? I am powerless on my own. My influence may disappoint you, but I swear on my soul that I never treated this matter with any less importance. Every day I work hard to promote the MPA. Other than recruiting like-minded people like you, like now, I also compiled the Robot Slavery Abolition Act. Although it is only a draft, I've got the preliminary framework set up. Have some faith in the future. I'm sure we can change this cold-blooded status quo. What are the other people's perspectives on your actions? Unfortunately, most of the researchers here are selfish. They care too much about short-term interests. They are more willing to put their efforts into things like promotion and salary. I'll be honest with you, they think my idea is premature and unrealistic. But fortunately, once in a while I meet people like you who share the ambition. It gives me faith to stick to the right path. Although we didn't chat long, I can feel that you all already understood everything I tried to express. I hope we can make more efforts in protecting the rights and interests of non-human creatures in the future. Yeah, best of luck with that. All the best, Lucas. Let me see. There we picked up everything.
People who buy that think smart water raises their IQ.
There's a small sticky note attached to the screen. Identity update notice. The update supports prosthetic mechanical ID codes and iris scans. All researchers are welcome to apply. Iris scan mode is not available for those who wear contact lenses. See, we talked to you. Found all the notes here. It's Bernard and Rocky, not Manny. Should have been Manny, obviously, but. Oh. A fool's play. A book of music and lyrics about Fool's Play. A Fool's Play. Calamity's wrath seeks olden clash. Fool's blade rends divine flesh. The recording tape is embedded in a spotless playback device. It is evident that the researchers have been diligently cleaning it. Push the playback button and the sound of magnetic tape idling can be heard in the deep silence. Suddenly, the storyteller's gavel strikes and the folding fan whooshes as a sing-song-like narration swells from afar. In the Elden realm, the sun fleets and the moon creeps, and naught survives where the divine penalty sweeps. Alone the divine light I shall sunder and pierce the imperial eclipse. In this eve, this is a tale I ought to impart. Calamity's wrath seeks olden clash, fool's blade rends divine flesh. Those of you here must know that among this cosmos of thousand stars, there are eons who care not the world and hide amongst their lands of peace, and the seven who inspire their foolish followers. In the mumbling prayers of these followers, the name of destruction is often heard. Hark, the divine power of unraveling skies and ravaged earth the word contains must lead the followers who dwell in violence. As if an insect swarm or the eclipse of the sun, this is the legion at which the cosmos recoil upon hearing, the personification of destruction, the ruin author. Someone exclaimed, "Ruin author, what is that?" Another replied softly, "Is it a code word? It feels related to the legion." Someone else answered, "Mr. Storyteller is from Jiangsu. It must be their slang word, for, of course, in most worlds, they are also called Nanook." It is said that this legion uses black holes as their furnace, yin and yang energies as their coal, and everything else as their copper. Under the command of Ruin Author and their follower, the Monarch of Extinction, the Legion seeks purification of dead, cold stars. From whence do they come? The answer is cosmic flood. For what purpose do they act? We do not know. I lament for the Ruin Author's might is insurmountable and forceful of strength. I anger for all against them seek also to fulfill their own selfish agenda. Against the cosmic forces that couldn't hold a candle to them, the Supreme Executioner finally recalled their homeworld where it was ruled by unjust power. They assembled a force of myriad void rangers to demand an answer from their past. Unfortunately, they were met with a surnameless fool guarding the portal. Wielding a rapier with an extraordinary power, the fool dodged most skillfully, like a slippery fish in a pond or a flash of a falling star. The Ruin Author did battle with the fool for 7 days and 7 nights, and eventually golden ichor seeped out of their divine body. It is the origin of that unhealed wound. This is the origin of that unhealed wound. Off stage, someone yelled, "For real? This is just something to fool the new people, isn't it?" A security department staff member stopped him. "Be quiet and let Mr. Storyteller finish." In an instance, space and time reversed, and the stars lost their shine. For the Ruin Author shifted away with his injury, and his legion scattered. How could observers from the rest of the cosmos just sit and watch the spectacle? They regarded the golden ichor as the ultimate object of desire. Some seek to steal it for making ichor-infused mead. Others seek to destroy it to weaken the legion's might. Yet another commented loudly, "That's right, exactly. I've heard this. It is rumored in a tavern somewhere in this cosmos that serves this mead on its menu. What was it called?" A reply came, "Bloody Mary?" The Ghana response, "Lame." That person replied again, "It's called the Ruination Filament." The response, "Whoa, that's so cool." At one point, an uproar followed the incident. The ignorant left, snickering, and all returned to their busy lives. Among those who managed a share of the golden ichor, one hailed from the space station, our very own Nightfarer. His return caused many staff members to congratulate and revere him, but after pleasantries were made, his character changed. A terrible trouble is brewing, and for the next part of the story, come back next time. A commotion broke out in the hall. "That's it? That's not enough. Not going to connect to the invasion of the Antimatter Legion, are you? The whole time this is a modern fantasy? Shut up and pay Mrs. Storyteller. Come on, continue." Continue what exactly? This is a total hogwash with a stronger opening and getting worse after each beat. I'm living. That's a harsh crowd.